company orders a number of bottles from a factory. The 8 machines in the factory could make all the bottles in 5 days. All the machines work at the same rate. For 2 days, only 4 of the machines are used. And then from the 3rd day, all of 8 of them are used. Work out the total number of days needed to make all the bottles. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways of doing this, because this is quite a difficult question. Students tend to struggle with this. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways you can do it, and then you can pick which is your favourite one. So the first method is I've called the amount of work. So if there are 8 machines that could complete the job in 5 days, that means that there is 40 days worth of work to be done. Then for 2 days, 4 machines are working. So they do 8 days of work done. So tick those 8 days off. They've done that. So how much is left to be done? Well, 32 days left to be done. From the 3rd day, 8 machines are working. So we've got 8 machines working to do 32 days of work to be done. Well, they're going to need to work for 4 days, right? 8 machines are going to need to work for 4 days in order to do 32 days worth of work. So, the total amount of days taken to make, to do that job, well, we had 4 machines working for 2 days, and then we had all 8 machines working for 4 days. So in total, the job took 6 days. So that's method 1, where we think about the amount of work that needs to be done, the day's worth of work that needs to be done. Method 2, I'm calling that just pick a number, because we weren't told the actual amount of bottles that need to be made. So I'm just going to pick a nice easy number to deal with. I'm going to say that there was 100 bottles to be made. And hopefully this works out. This might give me some horrible numbers, I don't know. Hopefully not, because 100's a nice easy number to use. So, 8 machines working for 5 days make 100 bottles. Well, how much does one machine make in 1 day? 8 machines in 1 day, well, let's just divide by 5, make 20 bottles. So 1 machine in 1 day, if I divide by 8, 20 divided by 8 is the same thing as 10 divided by 4, which is 5 divided by 2. So that's 2.5 bottles. So 1 machine in 1 day makes 2.5 bottles. Which means then that 4 machines in 1 day would make 4 lots of 2.5 or 10 bottles. So 4 machines in 2 days would make 20 bottles. So 20 bottles have been made in those first 2 days, which means that there's still 80 bottles still to be made. The good thing is, though, that they've got 8 machines working to make those now. So 8 machines make 20 bottles in one day. So to make 80 bottles, they're going to need to work for 4 days. So how long does that take overall? We've got them making 20 bottles in 2 days and then 80 bottles in 4 days. So in total, that is 6 days of work. My personal preference is the first method. I think it's quicker. I think it's easier once you get your head around the method and the idea of the amount of work to be done. But I know a lot of students like to have a number to deal with so they can figure out how many bottles, in theory, one machine makes in one day and then work from there. It's entirely up to you which method you pick.